I can't see a lick of nothing. I can't see the lick of anything. Ah, there it is. Okay. There it might be. There it isn't. Hold on. Hold on. I always have some type of technical difficulties. Always. Let me see if I can fix it. Not really a technical difficulty. It's just kind of. You know what? Can I just let me do that? Maybe, maybe not. Ah, there it is. Oh my god, what is going on here? Okay. Do this, and then do this. Oh my god. Well, this is going lovely. There it is. Okay. There's that, and then last but not least. Another thing that I'm missing. Just can't put my finger on it. Oh, maybe I can do this. No, let me do it. Oop. Ah, okay. That helps a lot. I could just. Ah, there it is. Look at that. I have done it. Oh my goodness. I got so many panels up. First things first, do that. And then do. Oh my god. That is not what I meant to do. Is it gonna let me? There it is. And then did it. Ah, there it is. There it is. I have fixed it mostly. Oh my gosh. Man, I had to do so much stuff just to fix this thing. But it is now good. All right, and we are live. First things first, I'm gonna change my glam as soon as I get in there because I decay about. Well, I was dressed up for an event last time, and now I am not dressed up for said event. Oh, will it let me? Hold on. I gotta wait for the thing anyway because, of course, I do. Maybe I should start starting the live when I'm actually able. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I could be needing like 5 monitors, bro, because I got so much stuff going on inside my little monitor setup. I just need to know this is doing it right. I'm gonna pop that out and pull that layer, and then I will not ever have this type of setup ever again, because what is even going on, bro? Got stuff everywhere. Oop. All right, where am I at? Oh, that. Watching and waiting. All right, so first things first, I gotta go ahead and continue. Before I do that, candy, because of course, and then more candy or pumpkins. I don't care if Halloween is over. I love this mount, and yeah, and I just got it too. It's been a while since I got like a fresh mount. I haven't seen this thing before. I'm very happy. Alright, let's see. So first things first. Alright, so I need to continue the MSQ. On the way. If y'all could just see my monitor right now, you will understand why I'm like feeling overstimulated. Cause bro, what? The way I set up my monitor just then was crazy. Never recommended. 2 out of 5. Wouldn't do it again. I wonder if I can. I can instead just do this. Yeah, I can instead just do this. If it lets me, it's not letting me do that. There it is. And that means I can just go ahead and move this down. I'll just go ahead and take that layer for the equation. That's gonna make this a lot cleaner. I'm very satisfied now. 5 out of 5. We'll do again. I like how the first couple minutes of this is just me being wholly unorganized. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Hey, now just move that right there, and then move that right. Ooh, and up. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'm done fiddling and fidgeting with stuff. All right, now we can definitely start. How's the live? Be forewarned, I have ordered pizza and said pizza is on the way. But I'm still here. I'm definitely still here, but I do need to grab said pizza. Ah, bad voice acting time, part 1. Hold on. How long do you? Oh my god, I don't remember the voice I did for him. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most interesting. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so. Corporal Navarra, please keep us informed of any developments in Cartanu. Aye aye, Captain. Be gone, whelp. This is no place for children. Man, he's rude. But blonde hair dude's always rude. I'm sorry. You want me to punch him in the face? I was looking for you, mister. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents? You know this girl? Not really. She was just kind of in the streets, fam. She just showed up. So he visited Stone Store as well? I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course. But first, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the pillow over there. We require but a moment. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quit stand. Mayhap Momidi will know what to do. A legion of guardians and Aether-starred primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this shroud. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Speak of the devil. Lucid, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask for you to return to the Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the 12's Wood has taken a turn for the worse. I will be able to explain in detail once you arrive. Yeah, we were just talking about how she just wears a thing, bro. She just called me. And that is wild. Should I tell her off? The 12's Wood? Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of its Sally activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Lucid. You know as well as I that the appearance of primals take precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I'm grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Aye, aye, Captain. So next time you need any additional assistance whatsoever, I'm just not going to be on the way. You sound unappreciative. So, speaking of, hold on. Where's my pizza? My pizza is not on the way. It is still being made. I gotta love the pizza tracker though. It's telling me how mad I should be. Do I? Ooh. Oh no. Oh, how about to see my tracker disappear for a second? Oh, there it is. All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So first things first. Rising stones. because Minfilia needs me for like the 100th time, and honestly, okay, that is fine. I just wish I was paid more. I don't get a lot of gil for any of this. Gotta move my strawberry. Put this thing. Actually, there. I said I was gonna stop fidgeting with stuff. I'm sorry. It's my OCD. It is definitely my OCD. It be killing me. Oh my god, what is this? This beautiful monstrosity. Sir. See, I just get amazed by the mounts like every day, bro. Like, the amount of mounts I haven't seen in this game just makes me so excited for like so many other mounts. Where is my, I'm actually looking to change my glam. I got OCD and ADHD, so bear with me. Oh, but speaking of glams, the update for like the glam thing, I'm so excited, bro. Like I can finally start using my dragoon gear with my sage. Like, bro, I am excited. I am very excited. Too bad it's like so far off. I think it's like, what was it? They said it isn't until like the 16th of December, and honestly, you know, that's fine, it's fair, but I am still a little sad. But I'm happy that it's coming in general, bro. Like the fact that I'm gonna be able to like put on any gear besides weapons or like racial included gear, and just be able to use it. Like any level 2, just unrestricted glam. Do you know how thick? Like first of all, my glamour plate thing, I'm gonna need more spaces because I don't have enough. I'm already at, I think 11. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm at 13. I don't even have, bro, like I have 7 more slots. Why does my chocobo not look that beautiful? I mean, I love Vino, but why does my chocobo not look that beautiful? Right. Hello. I kinda, is it selfish for me to ask for them to kind of let us use any weapon with any class 2? Because just imagine, bro, like it would have special animations when you use like a different class's weapon. So like if I'm a sage and I decided to use a, what was it? If I decided to use like a, I don't know, Pictomancer's weapon, I think they use brushes. Like just imagine it would just automatically form 4 brushes around me because I'm using that or something like that. I don't know, some type of iteration of that. But you know, we can get to that sooner or later, maybe. Hopefully, if I'm not asking for too much. I'm probably asking for too much, but it's fine. I believe they can make it happen. I believe they can make it happen. All right, Minfilia, what do you want? Because honestly, I was in the middle of something. It is a relief to see you healthy and whole, Lucid. The latest news from Uda was most disturbing. Girl, what? What happened now? Who needs me now? Clearly, the only injury Alphino suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. I'm about to join a union because I feel like I'm being abused here. I feel like I'm being abused. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. We as the Warrior of Light don't get paid enough for this. We really don't, bro. We really don't. It's so trash. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then. I received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder that for some reason to believe the Sylphs may have called forth their Rebel Guardian, the Primal Remy. I'm sorry. May have, then is not certain. The Elder Seed Seer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but The fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on Ramu is reputed to act only in defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the sylphs of their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. We're not keeping a close watch on the touch ones in their movements. If preparations for summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw the eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papa Lamo I suppose I could have reported things to Memphilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people looking and poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Guardians came trampling through the forest. And as long as the Castrum Orions stand, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Yida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk are inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain the observations would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers in the Black Shroud that, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in the Uda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like the Sylphs perceive the panicked migration as yet another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. I am to put in the mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men that have paved the way of the primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder the manner of place Erzir would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us unique opportunity. Usid, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solus, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Grandania. I wonder, might one who has treated the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? You just gonna send me out there again? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope, were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue to discuss anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seer has requested your personal involvement, Lucid. Pray report to the Commander Helux of the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to the matter, which it won't be, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord 11 will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Jeez, every time. Just every time. Just anytime the pot gets stirred just a little bit, just send me in. Just, yeah, we got Lucid. I mean, I guess. But you know what really drives me crazy, Memphilia? You know what really drives me crazy? Y'all haven't said not one thing about the new glam I put on, and I feel very unappreciated. I already don't get paid enough. You could at least compliment my clothing. I'm out of here. She always does this. They never pay attention to me, bro. Unless they need something, they never pay attention to me. You know what? It's fine. It's whatever. They're lucky me and Yishtola are cool. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Usually they want me to meet near the... Oh, am I tripping? Oh, okay. Adder's Nest. I'm tripping. I was tripping. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, wrong guy. Sorry. Wait. His trip. Is this a... It is. Ah. The drip is immaculate. 5 out of 5. Would rock myself. Lucid of the Scions, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of the primal was ever cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seed Seer, however, would speak with you first. She is the opinion that you're diplomatic rather than martial. Skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray, make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer and the attendants will admit you to the Lotus Stand. I just knew I was gonna end up back at like the conjurers control everything. Let me see. That icy sword eats. Wait, I'm looking at your. Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! The sword is cool. 5 out of 5. I wonder if it's the same clown guy I've seen before. Conjurer's Guild of Crap. Wait, it was the Conjurer's Guild, right? Am I tripping? Am I not a learned fellow? Oh no, it is the Conjurer's Guild. Hey you guys, hey, so All Saints Wake is over. Take all this down and put up the Christmas stuff now. Now. The Order of Silence have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? I think that was a woman. I gave the wrong voice there. My bad. You know, honestly, I've been doing like a lot of the voice acting just to kind of make the scenes feel like a lot more lively. And, you know, I wouldn't be mad if they did bad voice acting just to like have there actually be voice acting. Like, it doesn't have to be top tier the entire way. But maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Let me stop before I be careful what I wish for.
Scions of the 7th Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Yo, my PC.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in my ears
the
when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
While I chomp on some pizza while she's talking.
You have my thanks. pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
I totally wasn't chomping down on pizza just then, like wholeheartedly. Like I wasn't going face deep in the FOMO. But that pizza was good though. I shall hear no bad talk about mushroom pizza, because it eats so bad. All right, what was that lady saying? I think I can paraphrase. I think I can, like, more than likely she was telling me, Lucid, you are the only one that can solve any of our problems. Please, please, do it. Do it now. And you know what? When that elder lady with the nice drip says something, I just gotta do it. What's the layer deals? Oh, it was also. Yo, I really didn't understand why people use extra monitors until I realized, like, I mean, my ADHD be having me look at other stuff or like do things, and like at the same time be like having to monitor things, and it is wild to do all that on like just, honestly, just one monitor. Jeez. Can I? Should I? Wait, why do I not have my new mount on my thing? I'm so happy about this mount, and I'm not even the biggest Halloween fan. Oh, I didn't even do that. Probably because this mount actually does things. I like that I can throw candy around. Nobody sees it though except me, so it's like I'm throwing imaginary candy. Be on the controller, press the triangle, and it will bring up the menu and pause the dialogue. Also, you can go to chat log and read the dialogue in this. Okay, good, because like when I say, because I really did, I think I missed the line. But I really feel like I know what she wanted from me. She just wants my powers for evil. Lucid of the Scions, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramu himself, an inevitable task, but one of which I have no doubt you will be well suited, of course. T-Bone, let's use some. Look, I told you, I knew exactly what she was asking for, bro. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. I don't think there's many places out here that the Lord of Levin would be. If their entire, like the Sylph's land, is it the lightning bolt? I feel like it's the lightning bolt. I don't quite remember. Let me see. I was told the messenger would be sent. Is this the same guy? It is the same guy. I was told the messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. It's hard to keep track of what voices go where. This one returns, and returns for good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramu. Your timing is impeccable. My flattery, friend. Might you be so as kind to escort this good man to his fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure. Walking one, please come with this one. The sylphs are cute, but they're literally like a ball of walking like cabbage. I knew it was gonna be in the lightning bolt. That just makes no sense. How much of this can I just fly over? All of it. Let's go. I like to think that people are getting randomly pelted with candy out of nowhere. You know what? That makes me, it makes my day go by. Cabbage Patch Kids. Fair. Wise ones have ventured deep within the Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for the touch ones. What about the frogs? I'm not really too scared about the touch ones. The frogs are aggravating though. Luckily I'm up level, but the frogs are so aggravating, bro. You know how bad it is to just be walking and get yakko and they just grab you out of nowhere? It's so crazy. Let's see where. Oh, there it is. That's how I dismount. That's the only way to dismount is to throw candy. This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramu, and this one would turn mean and nasty like touch ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking one will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safety, walking one. The fates on top of mission areas is always the wildest thing. Because why are we in danger while we talking? So it's actually you. I am relieved. For a moment I thought you were dealing with another one of those confounded silk tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc and their skin changing magics, it's the one that I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on you stole his face when the one person and you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papa Lamo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I reached an indisputable conclusion. To wit, that Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's aetherite. Come, Lucid, the Lord Eleven awaits. Oh my god, that mount. Wait, your mount is beautiful. Come back. That mount gave main character energy and I love it. Let me guess, there's too many people in the voice this one? That's what it seems like. I've seen doing that. It's from the monster. I may have to look into it when it's on sale.
Nora betrays thee, sir.
You voice this one. Alright, I'm gonna mute my mic so I can eat my pizza while I watch it.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, Thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much, not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye, but there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
So, what I got from all that is basically he want these hands so I can save the world. All right, bet. Say no more. People always want to fight me, bro. And I don't even do anything. I just be chilling. I don't be saying much. I just nod my head. That's it. I don't think the key for this will take long. I think like the story-ish ones don't take too long. But in the meantime, I'll run off and go gallivant. That's more than I'm looking for. He doesn't want to dance. Die. Alright, that's what I mean. If you're a healer, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah. I feel like pretty healer privilege works everywhere, and I love it, honestly. I am so ready for like when they do the the unrestricted glam thing, because boy, when I tell you I am going to be the fact that I can wear my tank armor that I use, the dragoon, I'm really excited about the dragoon armor. Just like imagine the battle stance with this stuff. This is gonna be amazing. Oh, maybe I can actually finish that. Hold on. There was this. There it is. It was a really low quest, but I was trying to help a guy find his lunch. So I can go do that while I'm waiting for this. I've been trying to finish this quest for the longest. Every time I start it, though, they just send me back to go. Oh, never mind. I guess he's not getting his lunch today. Like every time. One of these days, he's gonna get his lunch. It's gonna be very cold, probably rotten, but you know. I'm out here saving the world. You can't expect me to like remember everything, bro. I'm gonna be strictly overpowered seasoned warrior vet coming back to this level 20 quest talking about some, hey, I found your lunch. Let's go, boyo. All right, you guys, I forgot what I'm doing, but we got this. Fan out, I think. Nope. This is not going too bad. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, wait, this one's like, oh no. I got you, homie. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh my God! Why is the oh no? My boy was about to get taken out. Oh! The way that looked like it was supposed to wipe us, bro. I guess we're doing something right. And I like that. Go. Ah! There's. Oh, jeez. Ah! I got you, homie. Man, keeping up my dot right now is just not happening. Oh, jeez. Am I supposed to go closer or go away? Closer or go away? I wasn't paying attention. Ah! Ah! All right, somebody finish him. Finish him. Okay. Wild. Yeah. Remember that next time you're trying to end everybody.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin.
Lighten up on the slain part.
But a necessary one.
More like a skirmish. He'll be back.
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Sir Andre, why have you? How my glam look, bro? All right, where do you want me to go now? No. Wait, what is that? Yeah, I'm not doing it. Me no Dewey. You can't force me. Kende. All right. Unsaid, you have returned. Dare I ask how Ramu received your visit? That is definitely a different voice than what I gave the first time. He challenged you to a test of arms. It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The people of both Gridania and Los Solis will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Eleven has received or accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Lucid. The Elder Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. The way you just stood there after saying at once, I don't believe you. The Elder Seer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray, return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The conjurer of Nefika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Lucid. Fare you well, homie. Fare you well. That looks like Sage gear. Am I tripping? No, that's Scholar. Oh, wait, that's Scholar gear? How would I look in that? Oh my god, I would look amazing in that. Oh my god. I would look glorious. I need it. Return to me, glam. Okay, I got sidetracked, my bad. They be running when I be appreciating their glam. I hate it. Welcome back, Honored Scion. We knew of your mission, have been most anxious to see you return. The Elder Seeds here awaits you within. Yeah, I solved you guys' problem again. We need to talk about my payment for all this.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict.
Not really.
Pray tell me, what befell?
That conflict you speak of, he actually just wanted to talk, but through fist, honestly.
Ramuh made trial of you?
Pretty much.
I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off.
Hold that thought, kind of east, kind of king. I need juice. And when I say juice, I mean sparkling water, because yeah. Okay.
On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth. Lord Ramu has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Hola, Papalemo. Ascends another daunting mission. Hey, Lucid. I'd hoped Lord Ramu could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the adroitness with which you responded to the Primal's sudden challenge. No, I've been learning, first of all, because I've been doing like the little voiceover things, like kind of like make it more lively. The way they talk, bro, the way they talk is so hard. I've been learning a lot of slang and ye old terms. And it seems that Euron J, too, was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Lucid? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Well, let's go back to the Rising Stones. Thanker, don't look at my drip now. You guys haven't said anything to me for like the last couple days about my drip, so, you know, it's fine. Huh, you're still here with the awesome mount. Now there's another beastie. I have this beastie. Hold on. I don't have this beastie equipped. Honestly, because he's not my favorite mount. He's cool though. Yeah. It's just so weird to watch him galloping through the air. Yep, I got sidetracked again. All right. The glam is the end game, to be honest. Gotta look good in the fight. OMG, I can't even start any mission until I have the proper glam for it. Especially when they try to invite me to all these little royal dinners. Because I have a glam specifically for that, and they have to give me time to actually fix my glam. I hate when they stop something impromptu and then I don't have the proper glam for it. It makes me mad. It also makes me quite upset when they make me switch my glam to be in one of the enemy's outfits when they be having the trashiest set of outfits I've ever seen in my life. Welcome back, Lucid. Worried of a momentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. I would fain share news of my own, but Euron J's discoveries, oh my god, why'd I say that other day, must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Leven, our learned companion was struck with profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascians' immortality. Let us assemble and discuss these observations together. Wearing glam without any class restriction. I know, I was just talking about that. That is like the most amazing patch I've ever seen. Honestly, I'm so excited about this patch just because of the glam update.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
PowerPoint time.
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Can I just say I have nothing against the way she's explaining this whatsoever. I actually like the visual representation of her saying everything. Can they do this for every scene?
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
So what that means is the Ascians have been taking bodies repeatedly. Now, whether or not these are live bodies, IDK, but every time they die, they take a body. That's wild.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
Nah, it is crazy, but I mean, at the very least, it looks like they still live because I mean they took Thancred. Although that was a special case, I intervened, so IDK. That would be wild though.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
I just thought about something. Their logic.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady.
Slit, there is another path. Because like if you defeat an Ascian in front of like a primal or whatever, they can just absorb the Ascian. Like that's slick another route. I mean, it'll be a hard route, but it's another route.
Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'm reading this. The Lord 11 is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan. Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, World, and Levin all have now been humbled by the bringer of light. The limitless potential of man, idling servant grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masters survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet, even as it invigorates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken into Earzia's fertile sword. We need only lead men to the field, and by the eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. is that thing? Minfilia, I don't know if you've seen that, but I seen a lot happen just then, okay? Did you get the vision? No? Alright, bet. We're just gonna act like we didn't see it in. Not a matter of Ramuh has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I will show you, Lucid. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of his Eorzean alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Moglimog, Leviathan, and now Ramuh. Needless to say, there's only one among our number who has faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of our duties, your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Lucid, and yours is that much safer for your presence. The face I gave her. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm, until such time they are forced to stop. Why, even without the encouragement, you may be assured that the man would ferment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes, unless we learn to live in harmony. The primals, too, will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on your behalf, and people you have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of the Little Solus, who wish not of conflict. Of the Alamegans and the Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there are the many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of us all. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians. And combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming and conceited. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh my god. This was a private meeting, fam. Alpha Node, I take the troubles in Udon no longer require your attention. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message for you from you recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on this thanks to you. Why, Alpha Node, I am to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Lucid, you have been away from the Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Dolmen children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozen was his name? I believe he has some smaller matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Let me see. Oh, I gotta go out here. I guess he's just chilling inside the place. We just be letting kids in now. That's crazy. Thought this was a place of business, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Oh, it's a group of kids. One, two, three. Teach us how to blitz. Look, it's Mr. Lucid. He's back from his adventures. We heard you were all fighting primals, and that were some of the strongest enemies you've ever faced. I wish I could see you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so finally we formed ourselves our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, and do you think you could train us today, Mr. Lucid? Maybe you could show us some how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion? Mr. Boulder and Mr. Continent, did you know that Mr. Lucid is back? So it would seem. Welcome home, Lucid. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as the Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is... Oh my god, I thought it switched. I am known as the Hoary Boulder, and the bookish fellow is Continent. Though we may remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the art of combat. Ah, I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not the younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Mr. Lucid if he could come with us, give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends in Madonia are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. Yeah, they would literally eat these men. I have a counter proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Lucid? A demonstration of skills at arms, if you will. Do you really want to fight me, bro? Ori, if I didn't know you any better, I'd say, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, mayhaps I may. But what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Lucid? Would you consent to spar with me? Buddy, I just took down a primal, but you know what? If you want to die, I mean, if you want to get laid out, fine. Hooray! Let's have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. Do try not to disappoint them. Have faith, Continent. I shall summon every ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Oh my god, that was in my eye the entire time. You ever see somebody just want to fight you for no reason, bro? Like, I just took down a primal. Why do you want to fight me? But a fight he showed good. All these people know how to do around here is fight. That's it. That's all they know how to do. I just noticed the sound this thing makes when you mount it. Let's do this thing. Dang, I forgot to change my Flamingtown. I want the red one this time. It's fine. You're fighting a healer too at that. That's crazy. You're fighting a capable healer at that. Yeah, let's change that. Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ori, are you certain you wish to fight him alone? This is Lucid, you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray, allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas the hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Lucid to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember this. This is for the children's sake as well as our own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello? You haven't begun yet, have you? It's hard to voice the ones that have the question marks. Ida? What? Who are all these people? When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there is still more to come. When I mentioned Lucid's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in your comparison. You best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder. We shall soon see. On your guard. Then the creepiest smile I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, I was snacking. My bad, sir. I got you. Let's do this. Let's take this seriously. I got you. Can I sleep him? I cannot sleep him. We fully resisted it. That's crazy. The fact that I don't even have to actively heal during this, bro. Oh, dang. Are you okay, bro? Well, this is awkward. Sorry. Thought he was gonna last longer than that. He is a tank. Oh no! You caught me! Ah! Oh no! Ah! Crazy! Ah! There's a lot of debuffs out here. Y'all really trying to kill me, ain't it? All right, your turn, big fella. Well, that still didn't last very long. Mr. Lucid is so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Not the second win. What is going on here? Gotta be quicker than that. What the? Oh, he's using the. He's a pally, isn't he? Yep. It only lasts for so long, fam. You need a healer to heal you in the meantime. You guys did good though. You lasted a couple minutes. You have bested me. Yeah. That was incredible. He beat them both at the same time. We knew you couldn't lose, Lucid. None can defeat the Guardian of Erzia. Now I see why they send you a deal with the Primals. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. Yeah, they send me to deal with the Primals because you guys would get laid out in 2 seconds. But you know what? Honestly, it's about the effort. Impressive as always, Lucid. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles in these faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardians of Erzea. Yes, that is the most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartanu. At that time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Erzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abound, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Yersians a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order proposed to enforce. The legate's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for the desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nation's too self-involved and unstable. "'Twas you who convinced me of the salvation of Erzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people. These wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffered blow after terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for his indistinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Erzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Erzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Of course, however, it is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of scale that cannot be solved by the science of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle this root of primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Asians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. That was a nice speech, Alphinaud. I'm encouraged. I can go fight anything now. Oh, speaking, hold on. It's not over here. Oh, is it? Am I tripping? Nah. I think I grabbed it already. If I'm not mistaken, before I can move on to like the next expansion, I gotta do the, what is it? Did I unlock them yet? Nah, I guess I gotta unlock them later, maybe? Yeah, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. It might be later. Yeah, maybe I'm tripping. Oh well, we'll see later. Cross that bridge when we have to. I was just gonna see if I can like try to queue it up in the meantime. Like, yes, nice. Do you mean the alliance rates? Yeah, because I didn't know they were supposed to happen like before I keep progressing the thing, or like does it progress me to like get them? I don't remember. Once you finish the main scenario, it should unlock. Okay. I just didn't want to. I didn't know whether or not I was like doing myself an injustice, like on not queuing them up while I'm doing this, but okay. Thank you for coming, Lucid. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Was it determination for me, or was it skill? No, I think it was determination. It was determination. Pray, forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral era, the leaders of the 3 nations have been deliberating oh my god, over an accord that seeks to bring the desperate forces of Eorzea together in a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution will be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of the hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of this formation have become the source of endless debate. Got you. I'll be looking forward to that once I do the thing. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus, don't know if I said it right, towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation according to the Scions. It is my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage the fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Scions command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. Look at you looking out for me. You the real Union. The goals of our proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward in establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning grand company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the 3 leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on this journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I otherwise engage in the bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lamunsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Wall. Let's see. The quest is called Legacy of Alec, and yeah, now they require you to do the raid. Okay. Fair enough. I shall attend to that as soon as it becomes available. This is the only area that I go to that as soon as I come here, frames just start dropping, bro. Every single time. Oh yeah, I'm doing royal meetings. Gotta switch up the glam. Oh, yeah, wait. There you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral. I'm not even gonna try that name. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissionary boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of our opportunity. Oh, you're on that server. Yeah, Limsa is a place I avoid. That's crazy. As for the potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with the recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. I had a hat for this, didn't I? I feel like I did. The hat was the flower. It's fine. All right, let's go to the top deck. Let's start the Marauders Guild. Oh my God, it's that one guy that be having like all the little things. This happens a lot. This happens a lot. I see this fairly often, bro. This is why the frames are dropping. I'm about to go. I'm going. I'm leaving. That man is a plague. Master Alpha notes, new organization? Yes, I've heard the formation of the Trials Company was in the offing. It is with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As a commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Linz and Lamosa must needs receive my full attention. Fair, fair. Oh, what is going on here? Okay. I was just trying to make it downstairs. That was it. That was all I was trying to do. Is it downstairs? Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe I'm tripping. Ah, there you are. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch, and I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. We don't want you anyway. You seem condescending. On to the next. The little tune they got playing in the background just sounds like the little Einstein thing. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oh, this is not who I'm supposed to be talking to. I'm tripping. Or is it? No, it's not. Yeah, no, I was tripping. Oh, that was from one of my other side quests that I just put back on the thing that I completely forgot about. Okay. That's fine. Hey, who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on the dandy Caliban's door. Man, you are very rude, lady. Jeez. tell Alpha Node it's a failure. Nobody here wanted to join anything. Matter of fact, I think they all hate me a little bit more now. Precursor to the United Eurasian Grand Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Nautic and Films keeps me close to the forge. I have not the time to be trapezing hither and yon across the realm. Should you acquire my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Oh, she was in L2. Oh, no. Man, they missed their chance to just have me like have a little hoverboard in town. You know, that's the next update they should work on. Like when you're in the towns and the cities and stuff, let us have like, it doesn't have to be an actual mount. Just make it like a city only mount. Like you have like a skateboard or something, you just skate around. Or hoverboard. I don't know, some type of board. Well, if it ain't Lucid, I'd not forget adventurers brave enough to doubt enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Rio, don't you? Formerly of the Company of Heroes, 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? Aye, it ain't often I drag my eyes out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How free are you these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Huh? Sounds like a bright lark, it does. Alrighty, lad. Count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb to the grave just yet. The one good guy. Yep. And everything was such a far walk away. All right, yeah, sure. Lucid, your recruiting went well, I trust? I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and gritty folk of the Limps and Laminsa. Ah, a member of the legendary Company of Heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seer proceeds so smoothly. Pray, continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nefika's altar. I think you got the hardest one out the way, fam. Cause like everybody else is easy going. This lady right here, the lady over this place, I'd be scared to ask her anything. That scythe is nice. Oh wait, this isn't the way. What is that? Oh, that's for the other thing. My audience with the Elder Seer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Cordelia. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. He keeps sending me on these busy errands, and half of them keep saying no. Not even half, majority of them keep saying no. I should have just took the 8th right over here. Oh my god, something was in my eye. Hey. Hi. I take my job very serious. Oh gods, can it truly be you? It fits with the helmet. By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentis, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buskerins. Who? You're not like who? Laurentius. And I was selling maps and supplies to the Guardians before you and those red belly poachers mopped the forest for my erstwhile employers. Here now, just how many criminals have you dealt with that my ignominious tales invites not the slightest flicker of recognition? The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gordonia? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? Anything goes, fam. To be fair, we met a lot of people. No, on G, we did. This man is like the smallest face out of that entire pool of people. Remnants told you, say. I shall leave at once. You should not regret this, I promise you. I'm a changed man. I'm cool with a convict coming with us. This pig is eating. 5 out of 5. Outfit is amazing. Actually, I have that piece, that glam piece. I just haven't put it on yet. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest your tormented back gives us... Wait, what? And rest your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We're just... Oh, Lucid. Isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed across the Copperbell Mines. While you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mayon tells me 'twas you who felt the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout heart souls to fill the ranks of the new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old opinion here will be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, yes. I'll do it. This is the very thing I spent my entire adventuring career working towards, and I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Lidero? We're gonna call him Izzy. Safely home. Man, these names are wild. They be like the hardest part to pronounce inside the entire thing. I gotta say, all these people's names, honestly, just like witnessing their mother name them, bro. I'm sorry. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I've sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Hey, so I just want to let you know they were using your lady's house as a haunted house this season, and I don't know if that was right, but they did it. I also got a cool amount out of it, so there's that. Yeah, the names can be hard to pronounce. They're really hard. Like, I've been giving everybody nicknames whenever I run into like a hard one. Technically, I got 2 yeses this time, so you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, this guy's not joining. It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such a time as your organization is more organized. Wow, so you did not have to, wow, okay, you did not have to be like that. We are just getting started. We are a startup company, okay? Where's Alpha now? What news, Lucid? For my part, the Elder Seer was most admirable of your requirements. A former woodwiller and a seasoned adventurer. Our company will not lack for variety. That such is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Uda whilst the hiring is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Good, because my mans, you got me running everywhere. Oh my god. And he's not even paying for my teleport. Just let me use my funds for this. All right, let me see. Uda, the gilded city, where one's fortune defines one's worth. Out some manner of fortune is within us, and that his final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Lucid. Can I jump? I can! I didn't know you could jump from up there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh my god, the map is like so condensed right there. You'd be surprised what rumor dripped down to the Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the streets say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Alright, if you didn't want to join, fam, you could have just said that. Magic chicken! Is this, hold on. Wait. Does he have a duck? A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend. I can scarce spare the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. A lot of these people here are real selfish, but look, when stuff starts going down, who do they call? Me. Wants me to solve the problems, but don't want to actually be a part of the solution. Crazy. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner of proposing to a lady? Or propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, sir. Okay. Alrighty then. That lady thought I was trying to propose to her. In this outfit? Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me perchance? See, I actually remember you. I don't remember Buddy though. I am Urson, the Church of Saint Adama Landema. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thancred, was it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but our place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in your undertaking. You know what? Fair enough. You have other duties to attend to. Fair enough. Alright, and last but not least. Wait, you're that man who came to Little Alamigo looking for the masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead. And a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me to thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions? And you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Amigo. I prepared myself to fight for evil I now know is out there. I remember him and the girl, but I do not remember Buddy from earlier. He was just under the radar completely. Okay, there it is. Oh, it was supposed to go to the Royal Promenade. I went to the wrong area. Ah, jeez. Oh, that's embarrassing. I feared you, Lucid. What hidden gems did the streets of Uda offer to your unrelenting gaze? A single Alamigan youth? Well, you certainly give us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of years of salvation must seem akin to grasping the clouds. But there are also those who have risen to the challenge. Nonetheless, in the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part with the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Lucid. I will not squander this precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. And as you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the document signed, and the finances secure. There is not to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned about the syndicate's involvement? As was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be as easy in process, but we will earn the people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for the United Eorzea. I would like to say this is the only ride back he's actually paid for.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Yeah, fair point.
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals.
It's not us
If
that you
they
gotta
seek
worry about, fam.
reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands.
Ew. This chair is hard.
Cannot be done about Telechi.
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
I'm sorry. The way she started bawling out is sad but funny at the same time. Sorry.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
To Mordania we go. Wait, hold on before we go there. There we go. To Mordana we go. Fair choice, fam. Fair choice. I can only match like a couple amounts and not a lot. There's not a lot of options in my arsenal. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat, but I cannot pause the rest. The culmination of all of our effort is at hand. I must cede to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Lucid. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. I'm sure she will too. All right, what do you want? Greetings, Lucy. Yep, she wants something. Greetings, Lucid. Alpha Note tells me all is in place to begin this trial company. The Science shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tatsura is cooperating with Alpha Note to see that all is in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Staffform might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? You know what? I like Staffform, so honestly, yes, I got you, fam. My boy. What can I do for you, Lucid? I think you'd have your hands full helping with the new arm of the Scions. Ah, I barely noticed your recruits arrive. This was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told the trials company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slaffborn, the shipment, we couldn't. That was a girl. Gods, gods, woman, what befell? We're bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll. Provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. I'm sorry, the voices just get mixed up as soon as they start doing the question mark thing. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordania, we were set upon brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning supplies. Pray forgive us. There is not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? The heretics are involved, and this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgar will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see they are apprised of this development. Lucid, were you not on good terms with the Knights of the House Fortemps? I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer you considerate talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Hashafont, I'm surprised I got it on the first one, will be glad of your assistance. That's fine. I had a glam I wanted to pull out, and it was gonna make more sense out there anyway. So let's do this thing. All to the cold we go. Woo. I didn't need to bring this out, but you know, it doesn't hurt. This might be overkill. Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend, Lucid Navarra, would you care for a plate of roast cockerel? Some old wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come into my house merely to escape the biting cold. I was in fact on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. I've been waiting to pull out this coat forever, bro. I'm so glad they sent me to the cold area.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Yeah, I got a nice coat on. I'll be all right.
These blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn
I look so happy to be here.
pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
And on my way I shall be. Autobots roll out. Yeah, we're on the right way, right? Nope, it's a little bit this way. Nope, I was going the right way. Wait, is it in here? Whee! Oh my god. Where is it? Where is... Oh, there it is. Who said, welcome, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs to the stone visual will proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong that the Dravanians might batter themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, the matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the fury! But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous favor. Mayhaps you would care to question out one of the recent victims. As the fate would have it, your arrivals came moments after the trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that I could aid for your task. Oh my god, I read that so wrong. Long story short, Buddy is in the infirmary. I need to go talk to him. Let's do this thing. Yeah. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I think I'm in the wrong place. All right, again, where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I'm quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Whitebrim front when sudden blows sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargoes. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They'll tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Fair. Fair enough, fam. Fair enough. God, where's the... Oh my god. The door is just elusive. Oh, not what I meant to do. I'm having too much fun with this. This is too satisfying. All right, so you guys chose death. It doesn't come quick. I lied, it does come quick. Can I heal him? Can I heal him? Where's my other mount? And you get candy. And you get candy. And you get pumpkins. Alright. God! Try your weapon. Foul. Wait. I recognize you, adventurer. You come seeking heretics? We share a common purpose. We were on patrol when... Why is this thing behind me? we were on patrol when we chanced across one of these raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in the ravine, and yet they were gone. Vanished like IT race. IT race. Bring this for IT race. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come here this dripped up, you guys. So I was the only one that seen that lady? You mean to tell me y'all didn't see that? This is why your patrol went so south. You glimpsed the woman atop the cliff? Could it be Iceheart herself, come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not but the men to risk further investigation. It would be best that we will return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drillmont. I mean, honestly, I could follow her if y'all just let me, but you know, it's fine. Whoa. What is this? This is a cool amount. 5 out of 5. Oh my god, the elevation. Oh, is it inside? It is. It is. Yeah, it's inside. There it is. Lucid, it would appear I owe you thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest, that they should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat that these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost for us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray, return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Hashifant of your discoveries. He'll wish to place contingencies on his own. As for Iceheart and our fanatics, the freezing height of Snowcloak will not shield them from our injustice for long. Please, please, please. Oh yeah, it's the one. Thank God. I did not feel like flying all the way over there. Let's see. Do not get the purpose of this lady. Should figure it out later. Hola.
Your return is most timely. Of their own
Fun boys
accord, my
rule,
thoughts
most deaf,
turned
most
to
deaf.
the task and the progress thereof. I confess my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
I really be putting bun boys on the map out here
But you are
because
here now.
there are no other bun
And I
boys out
suspect
here in
such
these
frivolous
trenches.
wanderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
She's elusive and icy and hard.
Indeed.
I hope that's enough information.
And this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma.
I got one quick question, sir. So those guys in the corner that have been doing this exercise since I came here, how long are they supposed to do that? Should I report you? No? Okay.
As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Giving the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Revenant's Toll it is. Man, I'm eating up this coat right now. Alright, before we progress this, I have to use the bathroom. So enjoy this dance in the meantime. I am back, and I'm still dancing. There's layouts. Oh, where's my... There again. Oh my god. What is Blink? I'm all good. I know, because my headphones do like this funny thing whenever I take them out. That's why I always walk off with like one of them. Let me see if I can. This. And where are they? Ooh. Just gotta change this for 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. Yeah, my headphones always do this thing where like I can't hear the game audio for a brief second when I hook them back up. It's so trash. So ghetto. So undefined. Man, Southpaw has just been watching me dance the entire time. You must like me or something. Lucid, it is good to see you. Oh my god, a fate right above us? Is this death? It's good to see you return to the toll. How the people running in between me at the moment. Yo. How fared you in the frozen waste of Curatus? House Fortemps is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Hashafant for his continued generosity. Yet, even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear we'll attract even greater numbers for those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alpha Node's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against threats. Oh my god, I butchered that a little bit. Man, I can't wait to, hold on, let me have to try on these things. I can't wait till I can put on any piece of gear with any class. That's gonna be amazing. Also, when it got me more sparkling water. Sparkling water is my pastime. Now I gotta see what like all these glam pieces down collecting. Like I gotta hold on to these. Oh my god, this hat. I'm getting this. Normally for the Black Mage and all the regular casters. Oh my god, yes. I am so happy about bro. I'm about to collect all this these glams. While you were away in Curatus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed. Although Tutsrud does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if her frantic receptionist could do with a hand. She's always frantic, bro. Always frantic. Easily aware. Hello, Tati. I heard that you were frantic for some odd reason. Not that you aren't always, but hey. These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, where are they even there? Why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Lucid, you startled me. You were still in the hand? Splendid! Would you dare and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I have yet the time to track them all down. These recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You want to report directly back to Alpha Node if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. We don't have the funds for like all matching uniforms. Not of quality anyway. Just I'm out the cold. Let me change my glam. Oh wait, there's somebody in here, right? No, they're on the outside. You heist. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once the organization has made a name for itself, there should be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to their adoring masses. Yep, I think Lalafell is just inherently money hungry or evil. It's one or the other, or sometimes both, it depends. I hate to put that on an entire race, but I'm sorry, the majority of the ones I've met are like that. Except for the Sultana and Tataru. But Tataru can be a little bit on the money hungry side, I'm not gonna lie to you. Thought it was best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. I like how they're just out there looking. For what? They have no idea. Just looking. Izzy has at last retired from the adventurous life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irresistible spirit, I'm excited to forge my own path forward. Ah, yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Man, hurt. Oh my god, this is drip. And the little bird's like tail. Oh my god. I can only dream to drip that hard. I don't believe we've met. I am Ilberd. I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as a captain. Much did I lose to Calamity. I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Alright, tripping. Where's that? Go Gadget Pumpkin. Hello there, lad. Looking for me, was ye? I was just giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This will cut off the blood to my head. Not to worry though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. He looks like an anime protagonist. The Scarlet Guard marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Limsa Lamunsa. Yet, in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm and thought this new company is a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe would certainly not lack for color. What is this chocolate? What? Cute. Little Alamigo could learn much from Remnant's Toll, that this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. I've never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Yeah, you're used to being half naked, aren't you? Where did you work at again? Lucy Navarra. Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to the Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I should wear it with pride. Where? Oh, everybody, right? My ears even show through this? Nope. We'll work on that later. Alright, my guy. I went ahead and gave everybody this stuff. Yes, Lucid? Ah, Tatsuro mentioned that you were handing out the uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much of a small course of elite warriors, Kenji. Did I mention I thought of a name for a company? It's my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Lucid. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one.
Man, this makes me like Final Fantasy X so bad. I want to go play Blitzball. I might be the only person that loves it.
Or the conflict in Carteneau. It is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready. I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12. I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder, have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans? Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin's silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
Oh my god, I gotta get this hat. Man, I can't wait to pull this out later when I actually can. Yeah, this is the one. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are a-coming. Fierce this day. Please don't make me come up with a voice for this old man. Man, that beautiful behind staff. Oh my god. Jeez. Can I get that in like 4 short mini staffs, please? Alright, that is gonna be enough for the moment. I am about to take a little miniature break. I may be on a bit later, but yeah, I think that might be it for the stream for the moment though. But definitely thank you for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, share. I shall do this fairly often, not only with Final Fantasy 14, but with a couple other games I'm currently playing, such as Final Fantasy Tactics and all. So if you liked the stream and enjoyed, please join the channel, and yeah, see you guys later.